Alright. It is Nintendo Direct time, and I am gonna apologize straight up front if you hear any construction noises or anything like that. There's a lot of stuff kind of going on in the background here. Um, hoping that's not too audible, but yeah, we're gonna be recording through this anyway. We have a pretty, so I guess a standard length Direct here anyways, so let's kind of go ahead and get things rolling with that, shall we? Not gonna watch the treehouse here, we're just gonna watch the main direct here, so let's go ahead and get things rolling here. I don't have expectations on this one, as per usual here. Kinda just gonna wait and see what happens. Alright, what are we starting with?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, just Rhythm Heaven
My
stuff.
name is Lowell Miss Reeds, and I'm known for my reading aloud skills.
Yeah, because
and
this comes
more.
out in like a few weeks, I think. Okay, this was like the one thing I think I saw from like a preview, which is fair because it's a game that we know is coming out like next month. It's in like 3 weeks, I think. It's kind of wild to me that something like this was announced like how long ago? Like
you can unlock different modes. For
like
example,
over a year ago. Like this was announced before the Switch
The
2
kingdom's
was.
everlasting peace.
note the timing.
You
and
can play on
block
one
the
system
arrow.
only. I guess I'm not surprised something like this wouldn't
Grab
have
a snack at exactly
online,
3 o'clock.
because imagine that would be a nightmare
We're
with
aiming for 3
latency and
o'clock
things
on
like
the
that.
dot.
I feel like this was something announced during one of the...
Onimusha, Way of the
Oh,
Sword,
okay,
a new
Onimusha.
entry
Yeah, that
in the
makes
Sword
sense.
Play action series is slashing onto Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, I forgot this was,
Edo-era Kyoto
This doesn't
is
surprise me at
overrun by
all, considering
monsters
how
known as
good
Genma.
Capcom has been with a lot of their
Now,
games lately,
Miyamoto
even both,
Musashi must prove himself
like Resident Evil and
beyond measure.
Pragmata were announced on the Switch 2. They came out at the same time, so...
Deflect.
I've been watching all like the Summer Games Fest and the Xbox presentations and whatnot. There's been so many random hack and slash games that I've kind of lost track what's what here. I know Onimusha's
Only
not
armaments are also at your
quite
disposal
that,
to
but
turn the tides of battle.
I should probably play this series someday.
You can even use Joy-Con 2 motion controls to intuitively slay Genma.
Oh god, it's Skyward Sword all over again here. Okay, just really continuing with the Capcom. Like, news here. Okay, so a double shot of Capcom stuff there, not bad.
Earth has been driven to the brink of annihilation
Oh,
by
wow.
mysterious life
Really?
called the Naytiba. Now, join Eve on her mission to save
I thought
humanity
Sony
and
owned this
reclaim the
game.
planet. Engage in high-speed
I've actually been
combat
like
that
interested in
focuses on
checking this
timing.
out at some point, but
Then
like,
find your opening and strike.
huh.
Defeat enemies to acquire new
I
skills.
thought Sony owned. Maybe they just
Strategically
published
deploy
the
them to fit the
PS5
situation.
version or something. I thought they had like a
Can
like
you
publishing
save
ownership of
humanity
this
and reclaim
series.
Earth for
I did hear
humankind?
that the company that made it,
Stellar Blade launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
like they're self-publishing the
Blast
second
off
one.
in the two-player co-op
Oh, I remember
adventure
this
Orbitals.
game. This looks
Protect your
charming.
home in an expedition across the galaxy. There are many
It's like It Takes
interstellar
Two, but
areas to
anime.
explore. Incoming enemies.
I forget when and where this was. This in the last
dangers
like
ahead in your
partner
voyage
showcase. I
through the
don't react to
stars.
those usually,
Team
but
players can also work together locally.
yeah, this was announced in
Orbitals
one of the
launches
last directs, I
exclusively
think.
on the Nintendo Glade of
Not
Dreams in this
surprised
bold
this would come to the Switch
reimagining of
2.
Rayman Legends.
I actually
When a shadowy villain starts spreading corruption, it's up to Rayman and his friends
have my
to leap,
copy of the
fly,
original here.
and punch
Yes, I
their
have the
way
Wii
through
version because
charming and
I
colorful
don't know, I just
worlds.
do. But
Ride dragons across realms. Dive into
Or sorry, this is
new
Legends,
musical
not
stages,
Origins,
And enjoy more added content.
same franchise though. But
4 players can go out on a limb in local co-op.
I actually have the original
You
Legends
can
on the
also play
Switch
a
already. I haven't
revamped
played
version
that.
of
Like,
Kung Foot, using games
I always have,
played
like, the-
locally or online. Rayman Legends Retold launches on Nintendo Switch 2.
was this not
October
confirmed
1st.
already? I'm pretty. Yeah, this was confirmed. I remember seeing
It's a
something about
great
that,
day
but
for a big walk.
like during the Summer Games
Get
Fest.
lost with friends in this online co-op.
I guess it doesn't
walking
surprise me
and
too much
talking
that it would be
adventure.
showing up in
Set
this,
off
but
through a peaceful world.
hey, it is good to see Rayman back. It's just
brimming with
weird to remake a
challenges,
game like Legends, which
puzzles,
is
and
already
lots of
on,
things to discover.
like, I guess it's the last gen systems now, but it's still very much playable on
Enjoy
those,
the
so
sights and sounds
that just seems
work
weird to me in a
together to
way.
find your way. And if you're not quite
That's
up to
just gonna be used for
adventuring,
trolling,
you
I
can
think, at this
always just
point.
relax
No one's
with
gonna
your
write
pals.
normal messages in
Enjoy
that.
the sunset. playing onto Nintendo
That seems like something that
Switch
would have been
2,
in the indie
August 4th.
showcase, but Sanji?
Build your
Huh.
very own floating
Okay, One
restaurant
Piece.
with the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo
Everything's
Switch
just coming out this
systems,
fall.
October
Freaking
23rd.
Grand Theft Auto and its ridiculous influence. Pokopia news? I've never actually played this game, but I know what it is, obviously.
New
I'm
outfits
sure there's some...
and new friends.
Mudkip.
The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid
I'm sure there's
DLC
definitely
will be
some
available later
people
today on Nintendo
having some choice
eShop.
words about that, but
Part
it's
1.
probably looks good, but I'm not that interested in this personally. It's weird how much I'm, like, playing games and watching shows and I just hear Cassandra Lee Morris's voice just about everywhere.
The DK Challenge barrels in. Coming to Nintendo Switch Online on Nintendo Switch 2.
What?
The limited time DK Challenge event. Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games available with Nintendo Classics.
God, they're really pulling in the
By
Donkey
completing
Kong
them,
stuff
you
for
can
this
earn
year.
and enjoy collectible
I did
digital
see there was
challenge
updates on,
cards.
like, some of the other...
And if you have Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges.
This game is something I need more challenges in. No, Bonanza's awesome. I haven't played it too much in the last little bit, but...
Challenges for something with a bit more punch. Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection. DK
Interesting.
Challenge can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch
I saw that some of
Online
these things were
app on the
updated
home
last
menu
night, and I
of
wasn't
your
sure what
Nintendo
that
Switch
was,
2.
but
You'll be able
that's
to barrel
something.
through these limited time and Pauline, inspired by Mario and
Oh
Luigi.
my God.
Plus, there are coins,
'Cause that's what DK wants to be
Super mushrooms.
wearing.
question blocks, and more.
This is pretty
Experience
funny, not
Emerald
gonna
Rush
lie.
as You've never seen it before with a Super Mario Brothers twist. This limited time collaboration event will be held in 4 waves, with the first wave beginning.
I haven't
later
really... I think I did, like, one of these, like, DK... like, updates. I haven't really gone back to that in a
The
while.
creators of Vampire Survivors. Are you up for the challenge in these games?
Probably not.
Brutal.
Is this Lies of
Enter a
P?
darkly elegant world based on the story of Pinocchio
Yeah.
in Lies of P. Legendary Devil May
Okay,
Cry
there's
series
something
is
a little
slashing
more
its way
interested
onto
in.
Nintendo Switch 2.
I say that as somebody who has this on
Ace
Steam
Hero,
and has not
Dante,
played it in a little bit.
Keith, and Virgil, each armed with different battle styles. As you fight off
I think I only
hordes of
played, like,
demons and
3 or
epic
4
bosses.
missions in it, but it
Pull
was
off
fun from what I
stylish
played.
attacks per Nero are included. Devil May Cry 5 Devil Hunter Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 23rd.
That's cool.
Enter a mystical era, deep in Japan's past.
Oh my...
6 souls determined to forge their own destinies.
Is this
You're looking for some
what I
runaway
think it
ninja
is?
named Kisuke.
I still have some unfinished business in this world. I shall make him pay.
Is this that one Wii game?
Let's show what we farmers have spirit.
You've sentenced me to die 7 days from now?
I'd start repenting if I were you.
Or is this something else?
An action RPG for the ages. What fate awaits those who wield the demon blades?
Jeez, I haven't heard Muramasa in forever and a half.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these 3 Xenoblade Chronicles games.
These
are
better be
incoming.
free updates, but probably all the more reason to go back to
All
Xenoblade 2 and
3 games
3.
run at 60 frames per second with 4K resolution
Not
in
bad.
TV mode or
I have not heard
HD
Muramasa in
handheld mode.
forever. That was always one of those games I was interested in, but like,
In-game cutscenes also have
never
enhanced
had it on the
resolution and
Wii or
frame
anything
rate.
like that, so I'm not too surprised they added like Switch 2 enhancements
More
to
details will be revealed at a
some of these
later date.
games just because I'm probably not going back to Xenoblade 1 anytime soon, but I mean, nice for 2 and 3. I have those games and I have
available on the dates shown on screen.
not played much of them in a while, but that's something.
Xenoblade Chronicles games
Yeah,
are getting
Muramasa,
Nintendo
that's a
Switch
game I've
2
always been
editions.
interested in, but never had a chance to play, and that's
New
like a
features
very
will be added to
niche
each title, so we
Wii
hope
title
you'll check
there.
them out.
It's good to see that coming back.
And a new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin.
Oh
Here are
jeez,
some
really?
early moments from the game.
Surprised I wouldn't have saved something like this for the end then, at that point. They develop these games so fucking fast. Is this Xenoblade or Fire Emblem Three Houses? Xenoblade Genesis. Alright. Not sure if I'll get that or not. Maybe. I mean, I still have to play the second and third games.
Genesis marks a new beginning.
I never even bothered getting like the Switch version of
What kind of story
X.
do you think will be told?
Because I actually have X on the Wii U, and I've only put like 2 hours of that into that, so...
Next.
The series.
Uh-huh.
Joy-Con 2 controllers as racket.
I feel like that title's probably a little confusing just in the sense that it's Nintendo Switch Sports, but
Nintendo Switch Sports.
I'm gonna say it,
move
this
on to
didn't
Mario
really need to be in the Direct. I'm gonna say that honestly, but... Yeah, this was shown like some other Summer Games Fest thing. RuneScape sure looks a lot different than when I first tried it. For all of, like, an evening.
So let's get down there and
There's
finish
Star
the job.
Fox. Again, I had a feeling this would be here, but I mean, this comes out in, what, 2 weeks, I think? Whatever the day the 25th is, so... I am really excited for this. I can't wait to play Star Fox 64 looking this wild here.
Star Fox launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 25th.
Any news on it, or just,
A free demo that includes
Ooh.
a tutorial, and one of the game's opening stages will be available later today.
Okay, I'm
on
gonna have to
Nintendo
download that
eShop.
after this.
Game in HD 2D, Final
Oh.
Fantasy Resonance.
Sorry, when they showed the thing on, like, the statue there, I was thinking it was Terra for a second. That's why, like, had that reaction that I did, but this makes more sense.
This one thrilling turn-based
Play that
battles
sometime.
Call upon visions, iconic Final Fantasy
Why would-
heroes from other worlds to take down
Sorry, just
monsters.
the thought of Cloud showing up in Final Fantasy 1 is,
Monster-filled adventure.
Dragon Quest Monsters. This was announced so at the Dragon Quest, like, event, like, last month, wasn't it? 2 weeks ago? They had, like, an anniversary thing for this, I'm pretty sure.
Lost in the kingdom of Witherwood.
Saw something with Dragon Quest Monsters.
There, they gain the power to turn
Oh, this has to be Duskbloods here.
Ancient Blood Sovereign's honor.
This was, if it is what I think it is, there, Duskbloods was announced, like, with the Switch 2.
We are monsters. Each
I don't personally care for this, because I don't play FromSoft games, but yeah, that's what this is.
Raiders,
Oh, right,
a new
yeah.
single-player
Forgot about
focused adventure. Check out
So I've
this
seen, like,
neat little place.
bits
The
on
hideout
this
ship
game.
out on the water.
I'm not really
There's
sold
Deep
yet, because
Cut,
I'm not,
a
like,
trio of
crazy
swashbuckling musicians.
interested in Splatoon, but at
And
the
this
same
scrappy
time,
individual? That's you. Let's call this handy youth the mechanic. The four of
I don't
them
know,
are using
most of
the
my
hideout
issues
ship as
are
their
honestly
hub,
more so tied to the
hunting for
multiplayer, so I'm
treasure
kind of a
across
little
these
more
landmasses, the Spiralite Islands.
half interested to try a
Alright,
single-player
time for a quick
Splatoon
dive.
game, but I'm not really convinced either, though.
Looks like
5, okay.
Awaken your power.
Metaphor, okay. Game I also need to get around to playing. I don't actually own it, so if I was to get it, I'd probably get it on the Switch too. Heard really good things about Metaphor. I just...
Destiny and
Strange
change the
beasts known
world
as
in
humans.
Metaphor, Refantasio, Survive.
This game will never fucking die at this point. And we're doing a sizzle reel now, so... Probably not too many more announcements left at this point. There really hasn't been that much for me in this Direct, honestly, now that I think about it. It says a lot that, again, the most interesting thing for me was the, Muramasa announcement earlier. It's not to say there's not stuff that's not interesting, it's just not stuff I play typically, so... I only think of this because the following announcement in that one partner Direct was, like, the thing that made me lose my mind, which was for CFC 2, Capcom Fighting Collection 2. So... Oh, we got the obligatory farm sim there. But did you know... No, I'm not doing that fucking joking there. I've heard that so many times in my life there.
The battle of light and darkness
A
approaches.
Switch 2 version of Kingdom Hearts, are you freaking serious?
Filled with memorable adventures. 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts
Actual
games are coming
releases
to
of
Nintendo
these?
Switch 2. Traverse through iconic Disney and Pixar worlds.
And this is after I just started playing Birth by Sleep like a week ago.
Battle enemies in action RPG combat. Relive these stories or experience them for the first time.
That is good though. That is really good to see proper versions of Kingdom Hearts on here.
If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2
Well, that's
games.
good.
These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2, October 8th.
A Switch version of Kingdom Hearts 1
Bundled
would
with
be
all
available.
3 compilations. Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3 also launches October 8th.
That is pretty cool.
Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo
Not
eShop.
bad. What freaking timing, like, after I had just started playing through Birth by Sleep, like, I just finished Kingdom Hearts 2. Is this news on Kingdom Hearts 4 here? Yeah, I think that's what this is. See, yeah, we haven't heard about this in like 4 years, I think. Damn. I think this is the same trailer we saw, or one of the same trailers we saw, like, 4 years ago. Oh, actual gameplay footage, though, okay. I remember when I saw this, it wasn't long after I finished, like, playing Kingdom Hearts 1, like, I think this does look really good, but maybe I'm weird for me to say this, but, like, I don't really feel the Disney vibe of this yet, from what I've seen. Like, I'm kind of hoping that changes a bit, but I don't know, maybe I'm in the minority thinking that in a way. I'm definitely a newbie when it comes to the series, so... But I can't say I was expecting Kingdom Hearts 4 there. That's available at launch on Switch 2. Alright.
How was that?
Not bad.
Is our last announcement.
Alright, let's see if this is the big thing people were rumoring for a while.
Long ago, there was a land called
Oh, it's
Hyrule,
Zelda related
created
anyway.
by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom. there
Yeah,
lay
it sounds like it.
small forest.
The big rumor was that there was going to be an Ocarina of Time remake for a while.
Within it, an
Which is
ancient solitary tree,
kind of what I'm
watched over the
getting, or
inhabitants
it's
of the
something to do
forest.
with, like, that vibe anyway, so...
These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri.
Finally, some good fucking Zelda.
And they
No,
lived out their innocent lives in these woods.
if this is an actual, like, faithful Ocarina of Time remake, then,
However,
like,
there was
that's
one
probably more...
particular boy who did not have a fairy.
more kind of what I want to see, like... I don't know. I'm not somebody who... I was never really into the whole, like... the open world aesthetic that a lot of other Zelda games were like, but... Ocarina of Time? Yeah. Can we see, like, some actual gameplay here? For a game that's coming out this year, can we start seeing some gameplay here? Like...
The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time will be reborn on Nintendo Switch 2. More details.
I want to see
will
more
be announced
gameplay.
in
I
the future,
want to see
so
more than
please
just
look
the
forward to
story of that.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
And I'm
Earlier
guessing they
this
don't
year,
show that in the
Devon-san was appointed as
treehouse,
the new
or...
president of Nintendo of America. We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devon-san.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Koizumi-san. Hi, everyone. I'm Devon Pritchard, and after 20 years
I
at
guess this would be
Nintendo,
Devon's
one of my favorite
first...
things about gaming
Or the first... Is this
still
the
that
first
moment
Direct since
I
she
get to
took
try
over?
something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game, but the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together. And for me, that's what games have always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself.
That's my notion, and that's kind of what I'm
Nintendo
thinking
Treehouse
more
Live is
from...
about. Getting a closer look, hearing from the teams, and spending more time with the games themselves. So let's get to it. We've got a new Nintendo Treehouse Live ready to go, with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show floor. Because at the end of the day, I think the best way to understand a game is to pick up the controller and play.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
That was kind of my thing like a decade ago when they had like, there was the one E3 where it was just Breath of the Wild and Pokemon Sun and Moon, and just demonstrating those. There was a couple other things scattered in that, but like when it was just those, I'm like, okay, I don't want to watch this, I just want to play this, and I had like kind of a pissy attitude about that whole thing, but this is just, I'm just kind of skimming this Trios. I may watch this later on, but I mean, this is something that I kind of just want to play for myself here, but it seems like it's Star Fox, Splatoon, Rhythm Heaven, and Star Fox again, and yeah, okay. Huh. I gotta say, 2 for 2 on this, or correction, 2 for 3 in the Switch 2 era. I'm not really feeling this Direct that much. Like, I want to see what that... Capcom had a good look in that presentation there. Kingdom Hearts was cool. Orbital still looks neat. I may consider that. Not really a lot otherwise that I'm that interested in, if I'm being perfectly honest. Muramasa, I think, was like the surprising highlight of that. For those who don't know, like, this was a, this was an old, like, Wii game a long time ago, like 2009. It was kind of like one of those, like, cult classic, Wii games at a time when people said that we had no games or something like that. This was kind of like one of those hidden gems of that era. And I've always been interested in it, but it just always kind of slipped my mind. I never really had a good chance of playing that. I was also just a kid at the time and going by what I saw in reviews and whatnot. So to me, this is like kind of the surprising thing about the Direct, but nice to see this series back. I've been kind of hoping for a remaster of this for a long time now, so... yeah. I don't know what to say, honestly. I mean, time will tell, but I guess... I don't really have a whole lot to say. Gotta say, I hope we can start getting some better Directs here in the near future. I'm sorry to all the Xenoblade fans I've upset by saying that. I'm sorry to the diehard Kingdom Hearts people who call me a newbie for this, but, I mean, knowing me, I probably still will end up getting the new version of that at some point, but, you know, it is nice to see that. That's a good price for 1, 2, and 3. That's a really good price. God forbid I need another way of playing these games, but yeah, that is actually not bad, so... Actually, well, I'm realizing I'm looking at this in USD, but that's still not terrible, honestly. Anyways, I think until next time, I will see you guys later. Hope you guys have a great day, great rest of your day. Yeah, I don't know what to say at that point.